Hello, this is Chris Selenite and welcome in. It's always good to be here and I thank you for actually spending the time to watch this video. This video is not something that I really want to do, but I really have to do anyway, because of the recent Pokemon Unite drama that have been the case and all the things that have been posted and shared on X, aka Twitter, that's were somehow like disturbing to me and many others. So first things first, I don't like to like remind you with this, especially old ones. But Pokemon Unite is a Pokemon game, and hence it's a Pokemon game. It's a kids game, so most of the audience, it's naturally fine to believe they're actually young kids or young like adults or teenagers or whatever. So that's why we need to be so much watchful of how we say things and what we say, especially when we are live streaming, okay? So having said that, there are three types of players that currently play the game. One of them, the old ones, like me, I'm 33 years old. So those are the ones who have been playing Pokemon games since childhood, and they love playing games since then, and this is the only reason that they play Pokemon Unite. Period. Second type is actual young people or kids that naturally love Pokemon because it's made for kids, as I said. And the third category is someone who wasn't a Pokemon fan, to the core at least, but they changed games because they are a content creator. When we speak about United Drama, we speak about the third type of people mostly, because those who, after a while, after they made money and after they feel it became a job, they start to see viewers as cash money, sadly, and they forget that they are streaming a game of kids to kids, and that's why they may end up being also like hurtful and disrespectful towards them. Three of the biggest names we know for sure are Chris Heroes and the Rand Twins, mostly the first two. And it happened to be all of them are in the same team, Dignitas. They all talk disrespectfully towards viewers and people. And this is, not something that I heard. This is something, this is not something I heard from someone. This is something I heard myself. I once was called shit and banned from Toons because earlier he was in my team and he didn't fight with us late game. And I told him, if only you were fighting with us. And he called me and my duo Q shit and he banned me. Easy. This is like a few months ago. Anyway, despite the fact we were doing most things for him, you can also check my YouTube video for that. He still acts as a child and can't control his mouth. Second one is Ender, and he publicly said a week before the UCL, this is like a month ago or maybe 2 months ago, that 90% of EU pro teams or players are trash. And then after like 7 days, roughly, or like 6 days, he flew to whatever to face them, and then he lost the tournament. He didn't, like win it all. And he lost to an EU team, surprisingly. So the thing is, imagine that, okay, like imagine I go live streaming and then I say, okay, 90% of NA players, like for example, pro ones are trash. I will be like attacked like crazy. I mean, I even get attacked without saying anything, not saying much. So imagine if I say like 90% of NA pro teams are trash while I'm live streaming to, like 100 or like 200. Did anyone like attack him or, say like anything to him? Maybe me, and that's it. I went to his chat and we fought here and there, and I told him it's actually wrong of you saying that. And then a week after, an EU team surprisingly won. So is he being respectful to the game, to the community, to the rivals, the opponents, to other regions? I mean, like for sure, no, right? So the thing is, yeah, most of them after a while, after they gain money, they don't really care about anyone or anything. They just care about moving from game to game once a game is dead, and that's all about it. And he also said, so Ender also said, that most of those EU pro players, they play with certain girls who spoil them with gifts and whatever. And he also mentioned other weird things I can't even say here. And he mentioned that we need to release the EU files, a hint to Epstein files. And all of that he was actually saying in in his live stream. And I have a video of that. Um, he like admitted he knows for sure. Everyone knows. I mean, most of us actually knows. Did anyone say anything about it? I didn't see. I didn't see like a single tweet or like a single post or like whatever. Like it's only me, you know. I mean, it's like you put me in the middle of the war and then like you just leave. Like come on. I mean, I have been fighting crazy fights for EU, for us, for justice in general, and then like no one said anything. Why? Because they don't want to lose the mutual fans between them and Enter. I mean, like, who actually cares about my mutual fans between me and someone who says these things? Like, I don't really care, right? Okay, third one is Chris Heroes. He also like recently called a girl do queuing with a friend an e-kitten as in a way to degrade her from her personality and objectify her to make her a tool in the hands of her friend. The term kitten highly suggests, and I'm quoting all of that from Google search, acting incredibly cute and affectionate or submissive to gain attention or gifts, meaning, and I'm still quoting, she has a sugar daddy or a simp. Sorry to say that, but this is the description for the term kitten. So imagine that Chris Heroes, instead of saying a kitten, he could have said, sadly, that, oh no, you are acting incredibly cute and affectionate, and you are submissive to that do-you partner only to gain attention or gifts from your sugar daddy or simp. Like imagine, this is exactly what he could have said, but he wraps it up with the word e-kitten. So e-kitten, does it mean cute or any other description that anyone can think of? It means this. All of what I have said, I was quoting from Google search. The first, thing that I have seen. Okay. Uh, you know, Ironically, somehow, three of them are from Dignitas team. And since they are from Dignitas team, they have no dignity towards themselves, neither the viewers. So I suggest actually, to wrap this up, to divide the fans and viewers into two categories. One of them are blind people, blindfolded, who still worship their Dig trio, and a category where there are fans who look for a less dramatic and more respectful streamers towards their communities. Also, all of what I have said is true. Anyone disagreeing is up to them, staying loyally blind to their Dig trio. And thanks all for watching. I don't want to make this super long, but this is actually something that I really had to do. I didn't really want to make this video. I thought about it like 3, 4 times before I really wanted to make this video. But I had to. Because yeah, things came out of hand, especially after like 8, 9 accounts with the name of e-kitten whatever on Unite have been ruining my games intentionally in my stream chat and everyone knows it and everyone sees it. Like they troll in purpose like crazy. One of them is a crystal player. He sets a rock tomb in front of me every single time. He does nothing, only chasing me. And also, like a nine tails avalanche, blocking my view or my path. So yeah, and they have been in my stream chat. So yeah, it's actually them. Like no coincidence. So yeah, they have been following um, their role model, quote unquote, Chris Heroes and Enter or like whatever, right? So yeah, um, I really suggest, as I have said, to divide the fans into two parts. If you want to be following them, I mean, like, I don't really care about you neither them. That's up to you, but just leave us alone. And the second thing is, the second part is us who really want to enjoy the game and to play outside of your toxic drama, whatever community, slash streamers, slash whatever. Alright, so having said that, thanks for watching one more time. If you think someone want to or someone needs to watch this video, please share it with them. Take care and enjoy it. Bye bye.